Namaste, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for being here. So today, what I chose to do is I was reading an article and then also watching a video of someone talking about mental health and how meditation and prayer are tools that are proven to be very helpful for anxiety, for fears, for compulsive disorders. And of course, it made me connect to how in our yoga practice, we also use prayer and meditation, right? And lately I've been doing a lot of meditations in the beginning of my classes. And the part that would be prayer in yoga, what we use is what we call mantras. And mantras, the word mantra is divided into pieces to translate what it means. And the first portion, man, is related to the mind. It comes from manas, really, but that first part would be mind. And the second one, tra, is usually translated as skill. So mantra, sometimes it's loosely translated as a tool of thought. So when we repeat a mantra, a quote or a phrase or a sentence, in many times, right? That's why repetition. It's proven to help stabilize our mind, also our physical bodies, and to bring some balance. So today we're going to do a practice of reciting a mantra. Because you are at home and not with me, you can choose if you want to do it silently or if you want to do it out loud. And many times we use different tools to remind ourselves of how many times we repeat the mantra. So what I'm going to show you today that you can do if you want when we started is that you can just with your thumb, like keep count by touching the second finger when you go one time, then the third finger when you go the next time, then the fourth, then the five, and then you can start again if you want. That's a way that we use, and it can be both hands. I'm going to do it myself so I can keep track of what we are doing. And like I said, you can do it silently or you can do it out loud. And also I chose a mantra that it's very simple. It has 4 short sentences. And like I said, if you don't feel like doing this, you can just listen to it, and this will be the intro for our practice today. So close your eyes, let your palms for now rest on your lap. And first take a few moments to notice your body in space, to bring awareness to any sounds, noises, things coming from your own room or from the outside. And once you recognize those things, let them be there, and slowly direct your attention inward by bringing the inner gaze down, a little bit back, receding your eyeballs away from the eyelids, softening the skin slowly from top to bottom, and starting to create a rhythm of your breath. And in this rhythm, you can choose to expand, bring new energy as you inhale, and also the opportunity to release tension with your exhale, any kind of tension that may be there with you this morning. The mantra that I chose for today, it's a mantra by Jack Kornfield, one of the meditation and compassion teachers that I share many times about and I follow. So if you want to turn your palms up and use, like I said, your thumbs to keep track or count, you can do that, or you can just keep your palms down. Try to stay with a seat that is tall and elegant without being tense. And the mantra goes as, breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I calm my mind. May I be balanced. May I be at peace. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I calm my mind. May I be balanced. May I be at peace. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I calm my mind. May I be balanced. May I be at peace. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I calm my mind. May I be balanced. May I be at peace. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I calm my mind. May I be balanced. May I be at peace. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I calm my mind. May I be balanced. May I be at peace. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I calm my mind. May I be balanced. May I be at peace. Last one. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I calm my mind. May I be balanced. May I be at peace. Invite both your palms to rest right in front of your heart center, one on top of the other. And take a moment here to set your intention for this practice and to choose if you want to dedicate it to someone, any being that may show up for you, that you feel connected to, who you want to dedicate your practice today. Then we'll let the palms touch and rest right in front of the altar of the heart with relaxed shoulders, chin off the chest. And we'll open with the Om sound one time, inhaling deeply first. A big exhale. Then breathing in again. We gently connect the head, hands, and heart together. And when you're ready, releasing the palms, let them rest back down on your lap, lifting the head and opening the eyes. Welcome again. Thank you so much for being here. Let's move on to movement. Okay, so we are going to start with a very short sequence sitting before we flow more. So I'm going to sit cross-legged. You can choose which leg goes in front first. And we're going to take a few movements here just by bringing right side first, right forearm down, inhaling, opening the left side. Then slowly we push and we return and we go the other way. We'll do like this a few before staying more stable. So we go to one side, not a lot of form or alignment here, mostly starting to stretch the sides and feel a little bit of that opening of the body as we prepare for more movement. Then we'll go one more time. Inhale to your right. Exhale and come the other way. And in this one, we are going to stay a little longer. So now I'm going to lean onto that right forearm, take that left arm up and over, try to spin the chest a little further up to the ceiling, just for one full breath. Good, and then we come up. We go the other way, same thing, and I'm pressing onto my left forearm, pushing out of the mat, extending the opposite arm up, sending the chest a little further up, one breath. And then pushing to come back up. Good, from here I'm going to switch the shins, just change that. And we are going to bring the right arm inhaling up. With the exhale, you're going to put that right hand onto your left knee. And today, from here, instead of keeping my left hand behind me, I'm going to extend it. I don't know if you can see, but I'm going to extend it back towards the wall behind me. So I'm going to inhale and lift the spine. And with the exhale, I'm trying to send that left arm a little further back. Lifting through the front of the spine. One more breath. Good. Now watch or go with me in this one. From here, I'm going to start inhaling and sending that left arm up and over. So I'm stretching again that side all the way slowly until I get to touch the opposite knee. Okay, when you get there, slowly fold over the legs all the way down and let the head drop. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then as I'm coming back up, I'm going to keep my arms as they are and create the eagle arms. Okay, so I'm just threading the arms a little bit more. And from here, we are going to inhale. And with the exhale, we drop over the legs. And again, inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhaling. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. We let go of the arms. We send them up. Inhaling. Exhale. Thread the fingers. Press your palms up towards the ceiling. Stretch the sides. See if you can bring your front ribs in a little and let the shoulders go up. Push through the palms, the wrist, and the index fingers. One more breath. And then exhale and release. Beautiful. One more switch of the shins. So we switch one more time and we'll go the other way. Okay? So now I'm going to put the right hand behind me for a moment. Inhaling, left arm up. Good. Exhale, bring that left hand to your right knee. Once you're there, we lift and the opposite arm, the hand, instead of staying down, I'm going to send it behind me towards the wall. I'm inhaling, lifting the spine. With the exhale, I'm trying to send that right arm a little further back. One more breath. Chin off the chest, shoulders relaxed. And then on the next inhalation, I'm going to start sending that right arm up and over, slowly, it's not rushed, all the way until I get towards touching that left knee. When I get there, slowly, I drop the trunk over, release the head and the neck. Good, and then keeping the arms crossed as they are, again, I'm going to take that eagle arms on the second side. Inhaling, we lift. Exhaling, we fold. Three more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Rhythm of your breath. Follow that. For one more. Good. From there, release the arms. We inhale. Again, arms up overhead. Lace the fingers. Again, press your palms up. Bring your ribs in. Let the shoulders go up, stretching the sides. Exhale and release. Beautiful. Okay, let's extend the legs, shake them a little, and we'll come into hands and knees. And in the hands and knees, start placing your hands under the shoulders, hips are over the knees, and we come here into the cat-cow 3 times. Inhaling slowly, trying to isolate that movement to open up the spine a little deeper. Exhaling, drawing navel up. And again, inhale and exhale. One more. Good. As I return to the neutral, I'm spinning my hands just a little bit out away from each other, right? Like I'm pivoting my fingertips out towards the sides of the mat to get a little bit more space in the shoulder blades and in the chest. Then I'm going to send my knees a few inches behind the hips, tuck your toes, and slowly we start pushing the mat away with the hands, toning the arms to come to the first downward facing dog. The first one, I usually like to make it a little wider towards the edges of the mat and push the sitting bones up and back. Feel those elbows moving in towards each other a little. External rotation in the upper arm bones. Feel that opening there in the collarbones and chest. And then pedal your feet a few times, like if you're walking your dog. And you can swing like I'm doing your hips from side to side, bend both knees, re-extend. So play a little bit with that dog, just a few times, until you feel a little bit more stretchy or flexible there, or a little bit more grounded with the movement. And then slowly start lengthening inner heels back and down. Bring the front ribs in. Draw the hip bones towards each other. And also draw the pelvic floor up. So we create more connection with the core there. Lengthening through the nape of the neck. Letting the head release. Take a deep breath in here. Big exhale. Good. And then bring your feet together in the back of your mat so they are almost touching. And from there, you're going to bring first your right foot in front of the left one. We're going to move slow. Then the left one in front of the right one. Then the right one in front of the left. And walking like in a tightrope. Then the other foot until we get to the top of the mat and you have both feet one next to the other. Draw the belly up. Let the torso fold over the legs. Let the head relax. You can move it a little bit. Good. And then slowly pressing through the feet. Bend the knees if you need. Keep the spine rounded. We are going to try and come back one vertebra at a time. So let the head be really heavy and be the last thing that is coming all the way up to standing. Slowly stacking one vertebra on top of the other until we come towards standing Tadasana. Good. Take a deep breath in here. Notice your body and your breath. And we'll go from here. Inhaling, arms up overhead. Exhaling, we fold into Uttanasana. Inhaling halfway, lengthening the heart forward. Exhaling, we'll place the hands down and we'll walk into a plank pose. In this plank pose, I'm going to lift everything from underneath, lengthening through the crown of the head. Tone the inner thighs and send them up towards the ceiling. Then we'll bring the knees down, chest and chin, keeping the shoulders up. Slowly lengthening. Roll the shoulders back, inhaling cobra. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes, tabletop, and we go up to downward facing dog. Big inhale here. And exhale. Good. From here, we're going to inhale, right leg up and back. Bring that right knee towards your chest in the plank pose. Lift it up as much as you can. And then hollowing that belly a little bit more. Send the right foot in between the hands. Left knee comes down. Good. From here, we lift up into the low crescent. And we're going to keep the spine tall. So I'm not going to arch or push my hips forward. I'm keeping the sacrum long, my front ribs moving in. Inhale, arms up overhead. Hook your thumbs, lengthen the sides. Again, ribs in, sacrum long. Just lengthen through the sides, feel the opening in the chest. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands. Good, I'm going to twist towards the right, placing that left hand down, roll the shoulders back, opening up through the chest, lift the left knee off the mat, toning the inner legs into each other, pushing the back heel towards the back of your room. One more breath. Good, exhale, release. We go back, downward facing dog. Inhaling to plank. Exhaling knees, chest and chin. Slowly we slide. Again, cobra pose, lifting navel up. Exhale. And back to downward facing dog. Second side, inhaling the left leg up and back. Bring that left knee to the chest into the plank. Lengthen through the crown of the head, lift the knee up a little more, hollow that belly a little bit more, and see if you can thread that left foot in between the hands. Right knee comes down, and we are back up into that crescent. Good, from here, inhaling, arms up, hook the thumbs, if you remember, put the opposite thumb in front, lengthen through the sides, and notice if you're arching in the lower back, see if you can bring it in. So again, we draw the bottom of the pelvic floor up, hips are moving into one another, and the ribs are moving down towards your pelvis. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down. We twist to the left. Opening up through the chest. Tone the left hip in. Then lift your right knee. Push through the right heel. Squeeze those inner thighs a little more. Exhale, left hand down, back to downward facing dog. Inhaling to plank. Exhaling, knees, chest and chin. Slowly we slide. Good, let's lift up again. Try to telescope your sternum up towards the skies. Release. Good, back to tabletop and back up to downward facing dog. Breathing in, we calm the body. Breathing out, we calm the mind. Remember the mantra. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I calm my mind. May I be in balance. May I be at peace. Good. From here, we'll inhale, right leg up and back. Again, right knee comes towards the chest into that plank pose. Lift a little higher. Bring that right foot forward again. Squeeze the inner thighs into one another. And this time, we come up into the high lunge. Again, hook the thumbs, bend the front knee a little more, draw the navel up, ribs down, extend through the sides, and with the right thumb, pull so you can bring that left side over to the right. Inhaling, exhale, inhale back to center, exhale to plank pose. One inhalation in plank. And this time, we exhale, we bring the knees down. We are going to stay there. Extend the arms to the puppy pose, lifting the sitting bones up towards the ceiling. Bringing either your chin or your forehead down. 2 breaths. One more. Good, and then walk your hands back. We go up, downward facing dog. Second side, inhaling the left leg up and back. Left knee comes towards the chest. Lift that knee a little higher, hollow that belly. Left foot forward, tone the inner legs. When you're ready, lengthen the spine. We come up, high crescent. Good, again, tone the hips in, bend the front knee, lengthen through the sacrum, draw the navel up. Hook the thumbs. Good, pull the sides up. And this time the left thumb will bring the right side over. Toning the legs. If you can, you drop that left sitting bone a little more, down to the earth, back to center, release, back to plank. Knees come down. Again, we'll take that puppy pose, but a little different this time. So I'm going to extend my arms, and instead of keeping my palms down, I'm going to turn them up. And I'm going to still extend my arms as much as I can and push my sitting bones up and back with the arms turned out, okay? So breathe in, maybe the chin, maybe the chest. One more breath. And then slowly bring the hands back to the tabletop, back to downward facing dog. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Breathing in, I calm my mind, my body. Breathing out, I calm my mind. Good. May I be steady and at peace. Good, let's go here. Inhaling, right leg up and back. Bend your right knee, opening that knee towards the left. Send your sacrum in. Bring the left ribs into your body. And see if you can send that right knee a little further to the left. Balance your shoulders. Good, re-extend right leg up and back. Right foot comes forward one more time in between the hands. We stay here again, lengthen through the spine. We come up, high lunge. Good, from here, send the back foot down and we'll open into warrior two. Dropping the right sitting bone down, widening that front thigh. Good. I'm going to now bring the left hand into the belly. It's almost like I'm holding my right hip with that left hand. And from there, I'm going to inhale, open up to the reverse warrior. And with the exhale, my right arm will go behind me, and I'm going to bring the left arm up and over. And again, repeat. Inhale, left hand to the right hip. Exhale, right hand behind your sacrum. Again, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale, and we stay in the side angle, lengthening all that left side in your body as you drop the right hip down. Press through the feet. One more breath. Good, then slowly returning, straighten the front leg. Bring the back foot a little closer. We're going to rebend the front knee and we're going to come to balance. So you can bring your hand down or the block if you need it. And we lift into half moon. Lift through the inner right arch. Lift the left hip up towards the sky. Squeeze the glutes towards one another. Left arm goes up. Push through your left heel. One more breath. Good. Bend the front knee. Slowly, slowly we return. And as we return, we are going to come up and I'm going to bend the left knee and stretch the right leg. So I'm adding a squat here. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Try to come back towards the front. Bring your hands down. Back to downward facing dog. Option here to add your vinyasa. Inhaling into plank. Lower through chaturanga. Inhaling into cobra or up dog. Draw the belly up. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And release. In this down dog, try to send those sitting bones up and back, lengthening through the inner heels. And remember always to make space for the chest, ribs in. Good, we'll go into the second side, inhaling the left leg up and back. Bend the left knee, opening that towards the right. Once you get there, send the sacrum in, ribs in, level the shoulders if you can. And take that left knee a little further to the right. Re-extending slowly, left leg up and back. Left foot comes forward. Again, tone the inner legs. And we come up, high lunge. Remember, we are trying to not create a big arch in the lower back. So fold that front knee, tone the back leg, lift through the navel up. Hip bones towards one another. Good, and from here, back foot down, we take the warrior two. You know what's coming, so you don't need to see me. From here, from the warrior two, right hand goes towards the left hip. Good, let's go from here. Inhaling. Exhaling, we bring the left arm behind, right arm over. And again, inhale, exhale, inhale, keep the legs strong, exhale, last one, inhale, good, exhale, we stay, side angle, push into that outer edge of your right foot, draw the belly up, spin the chest up to the ceiling. Good, slowly return, straighten the front leg, bring that back foot in, and we go into half moon. Bend the front knee, bring the hand down or to your block, step up, half moon pose. Good, push through your right heel, draw the navel in, glutes into each other, opening the chest. One more breath. Good, slowly, like slow motion, bend the front knee, take that back foot down. Good, once you're there, I'm gonna go into that back knee, bending and creating a squat, extending through the left leg. Inhale here, exhale. One more. Good, then slowly coming back to downward facing dog. Inhaling into the plank. Lower. Cobra pose, draw navel up, sternum up. Good, and from here, we'll take a child's pose. Good, let's take a rest after these first sequences and come on to the rhythm of your breath. Reset. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I calm my mind. May I be balanced. May I be at peace. Reconnecting with your intention. Be one with the rhythm of your breath. Just a few more. Good. Then slowly from there, sit up onto your heels for a moment. Inhale, arms up overhead. Again, lace the fingers, this time with the index fingers pointing up and my thumbs are touching. Just extend here again through the sides. Bring the ribs in. One more breath. And then exhaling, we release and we are going to come onto our bellies. Okay, so I'm coming down onto my belly, and then from here I'm going to bring my right forearm in front of my chest. I'm pressing with that forearm down, and I'm going to lengthen through the legs. I'm going to draw the navel in and activate my glutes to bend my left knee, and with my left hand, bring that heel in towards my body, okay? So you go as far as it feels okay for you. The idea here is to lengthen your inner left thigh from your groin to your inner knee. Try to send it towards the back of your mat, okay? See if you can bring the chest forward towards your forearm, the one that is supporting the posture. Inhale here. Exhale. One more. And then very gently we release, coming back to center, forehead down, shake a little bit through the hips, and then we'll take the second side. Good, left forearm in front of the chest, extend through the legs. Good, once you're there, draw the navel in, glutes active, bending the right knee. I'm going to send that right hand behind, and I'm bringing that heel towards the glute, as far as it feels appropriate today, okay? And from there, I'm going to lengthen through the spine, sacrum long towards my, the back of my mat, and now I'm going to try and lengthen that inner right thigh from my groin down to the end of the mat, chest towards your left forearm. Then slowly, gently let that leg go. Shake it a little. Good. We are going to now bring the arms alongside the torso, and we are going to bend both knees. You can use a belt here if you need it. If you can go and catch your ankles there, that's what we are going to do. Rolling the shoulders, shoulder blades towards each other, sacrum into the body, glutes active. I'm going to push the feet into the hands and lift a little further up. Draw that navel in and breathe. Send that sternum up to the ceiling, heart open. Then slowly release. Hands under the forehead, shake a little. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Good. From there, slowly we press up, coming back into a child's pose. One more breath. Good. And then slowly from there, we come back into the tabletop. I'm going to put my forearms down again. This time, shoulders are right above my elbows. Then I'm going to make my palms touch each other. And from there, if you like to thread your fingers, you can do that. You can also press just the palms towards one another. And from there, pressing into the inner elbows and inner forearms down into the earth. I'm going to lift up into downward facing dog. And as you can see, I'm trying to walk my feet close towards my elbows, pushing the mat away, bringing the ribs in, releasing the head down, it's not touching, toning the legs into the back of the mat. Draw those shoulder blades up towards your sacrum, bring the ribs in, relax the head. Good. Option here, if you want to go a little further, right leg goes up, hug the hips in, draw the navel in, keep pushing those hips up and back, and then return, second leg, lifting, pushing through the elbows and the forearms, hips firm, and we keep lengthening up. Then bring that left leg back, knees down, child's pose. Take 3 breaths here. A little bit of inverting there, or a practice for inversion. Good. And then we sit back up and we'll come on to kneeling. If you need a blanket, you can put the blanket under the knees. I'm keeping my knees right under my hips. And I'm also going to press my shins down. And we're going to bring the hands into the waist. Okay? I'm not going to send the arms back today. We're just going to stay with this version that it's a little bit more gentle. We've been back bending already. So I'm going to put my hands behind for support, roll the shoulders back and down. Blades are moving down my back. I'm drawing from the bottom of the pelvic floor, again up towards my nose. And from there, slowly keeping the neck soft, I'm going to start lifting the sternum and the heart center up, shoulder blades down, and I'm lifting a little bit more into that camel pose. You don't need to take the hands down today. I want you to tone the inner thighs, the glutes, the sacrum down, and open through the chest. One more breath. We come back tall, and we exhale and sit back. Take a moment here. Breathing in, we calm the body. Breathing out, we calm the mind. May we be steady, balanced. May we be at peace. Then we'll slowly bring the legs in front. Now I'm going to mirror you guys, and we're going to put the soles of the feet together into Baddha Konasana. Hands hold the feet, or you can bring a block with you or a towel if you want instead. And we sit as tall as we can, and there's always the option to add props to support your legs. For example, a block underneath the thigh, let's say, if you need, or the knee if it's sensitive and there is a need for support there, okay? It can feel really good. We sit tall, we roll the shoulders back, we lift through the spine. Take a moment here, lengthening through the back of your body. The spine goes tall, back of the neck, back of the skull, up to the skies, softening the shoulders down. One more breath. Good, and then slowly with your hands, bring the knees into one another, and we'll extend the legs again, shake them a little. And now I'm going to open my legs out to the sides. I'm not going to go 100%, I'm going to say 80% of what you usually open, so you can stay sitting tall. And with my hands behind me first, what I'm going to do is try to squeeze my glutes towards one another, lifting from the pelvic floor up, rolling the shoulders back and opening through the chest. I'm pushing through my heels as much as I can, and I'm staying there steady while trying to make my thighs heavy towards the mat. Inhale, exhale. One more, soft face. Good. Now from here, I'm going to start on the right side. And what we are going to do is to create a side opening action. So I'm going to bring my right arm inside the leg. You can always put a block here if it's hard to get there down towards the floor. So my arm is inside and I'm either catching my ankle or my foot. You can also use the belt instead and have an extension of your arm because this might be a little bit of a challenge, okay? So I'm going to keep that. I'm going to the opposite side, the glute is going to lift a little, and that's okay. Where I'm going to be concentrated more is on the one that I'm on the side, on the right, and I'm going to try and squeeze that glute into my body to help me with this lift. So I'm squeezing that right glute in, twisting up towards the ceiling, pushing through that right heel, and trying to not let the foot drop to the side. So I'm trying to keep the toes pointing up, spinning up to the ceiling, opposite arm comes up and over and going towards that right foot. This may not happen, no worries. With the belt, you can just hold onto the belt or bring the left hand behind the head and spin up towards the ceiling in that way, okay? Either or, lengthening, lengthening, lengthening. One more breath. Good, then slowly coming up. Nice. Don't get hooked to the form or how beautiful it needs to look, okay? Breathe into the side body to help it open up. Now we go to the other side. My left arm goes inside the leg. I'm going to try and catch the ankle or the shin or the foot, or you use the belt. And from there, first and most, I want that left sitting bone and glute to squeeze into my body and spinning the chest and the belly up, and then the opposite arm goes up and over. Good. In here again, I'm going to check my foot and try not to let it drop out. It tends to do that. See if you can push through the heel and keep the toes pointing up. And like you can see here, it's harder for me to go there. So I'm going to bend my elbow, put the hand behind the scalp, and just try to spin and go up. One more breath. Good, then push, come up, and we come to the seat. Good, we are going to keep this shape for a little longer. I'm going to lace the fingers, bring my hands behind the scalp, and we're going to work a little bit of mobility and strength here. So I'm going to push through the heels, lift through the torso first, and I'm going to try and keep my spine tall and my chest open at all times. So I'm going to do like a little bit of a dance. I'm going to the side, then I'm facing down to come forward, then I'm going to the opposite side, and I'm returning to my tall seat. Nice, let's go the other way. Don't rush, okay? It doesn't have to be fast. We go now to the left. Try to keep the spine tall at all times. Now I'm turning down, lengthening forward, and then I'm turning back again, coming back up. Nice, let's go again. To the right, then facing your leg, then over, back up. Last one, to the side, over, forward lengthen, and back up. Beautiful. Release the arms. With your hands, bring your knees towards one another. Excellent. Let's come onto our backs. Keep a block with you. Okay, we're going to take a supported back bend. We did already a few heart openers and back bends. So we are going to take the block. I'm going to take it as tall as I can. So I'm going to go into the tallest setting but you can do the first one or the medium one, okay? And from there, I'm going to lift to set that block right under the sacrum, and I'm going to widen my feet a little. I'm creating a tall bridge pose here for me. And then I'm moving my shoulders away from the ears. Maybe with the fingertips, you kind of like are able to become more aware where the heels are. And then from there, just let your chest expand. Release the back of your head onto the floor. Rest into that block, whichever is the height that you chose. If you want to make this a little bit more intense of a back bend, and your lower back is okay, and your SI joint is okay, and there's no stuff going on in your lower back, then you can extend your legs towards the end of your mat or the head of your mat, and stay there with the legs a little bit wider. So this looks a little bit like the wheel pose, okay? Firm the hips into the midline of your pelvis, send the sacrum into your body, tone the glutes and the hamstrings. Stay here 3 breaths. If you're testing this version and it does not feel comfortable in your lower back, no panic. Slowly bend the knees and you return to the setting before, which was the bridge pose. Then slowly bend the knees again if they are extended. Press the feet down on your mat. Take a breath here. Good. Push into your feet. Sacrum in, glutes active to lift the pelvis, and take that block out and slowly returning to the mat. Take a moment here. Deep breath in. Exhale. Good. Now we are going to place the right foot on top of the left thigh. Slowly bring the knees into the chest. Thread your right arm inside the leg. Bring the other leg in. You can wiggle a little bit from side to side here. Just a couple of times. Good, and then you come back to center, finding a little bit of stillness. Maybe sending your right knee away from the chest just for a moment. Good. Grounding the back of your pelvis onto the floor. Let that area expand. It might feel a little sensitive after the back bending, so notice that. Try to root that area and expand it onto the earth. Then we release left foot, right foot down, switch sides. Good. When you're ready, bring the knees in, left arm threading in into that thread of the needle shape. If you want, again, you can swing a little bit from side to side. If that doesn't feel like it's appropriate today, just stay at the center. Relax the muscles in your face. Breathe in to calm the body. Breathe out to rest the mind. Then we slowly release both feet. Good, let's cross the right leg over the left one like the eagle arms, but the eagle legs. And from there, opening the arms like a cactus shape or out to a T letter, depending on space. Just let both legs drop to the left. See if you can wiggle your left shoulder to the left a little more to invite the right shoulder to soften into the mat or the floor. Chin to the right. Last breath here. And then slowly returning. Put your right foot down, shift your hips if you need to the left leg up and over for the eagle legs, and we go the second side to your right, maybe wiggling the right shoulder to the right, relax both shoulders towards the floor, chin to the left. Good. One last breath here. And then slowly return. Bring that left leg back. Recenter your body. Extend the legs. Bring the arms alongside your trunk. Shake a little bit if you need, or bring your arms overhead. Take a stretch, or if you want to take a happy baby or anything else here. I'm going to move towards guiding Shavasana because of time, but add any shape that you need here, and then you'll set yourself up for the rest.